I want to read something out from the FA, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Both sets of fans, if you'd be so kind. So the FA released a statement today that said, "We are aware of the reported tragedy chanting during today's FA Cup fixture between Manchester United and Liverpool, and we will be liaising with and supporting Greater Manchester Police. We strongly condemn any offensive, abusive and discriminatory chants in football stadiums, and we're determined to stamp this behaviour out. It's entirely unacceptable and can have a lasting and damaging impact on people and communities within their game. It must stop, and we support any club and their fans who try to eradicate this from the terraces." So look, let me just say this. Enough of the statements from the FA. Deal with it. Be the leaders. Make the tough calls. Start banning people. Start emptying out people out of stadiums. I'm not somebody who's going to sit here and think that we don't have fans that have said some stupid stuff. And I don't want to get into whataboutery. But how on earth are we still in a position where at a game of football, grown adults can't handle going behind or losing and resort to mocking deaths, singing songs about the sun being right, you're murderers, or vice versa the other way? I don't really care if it's our fans, their fans. It shouldn't happen. End of. And it needs to be stamped out. It's disgusting. Both football clubs have been on the receiving side of really disgusting chants and on the receiving end of a tragedy that has shaken both clubs to their core at that moment. And neither need to be reminded of it. United fans don't need to be mocked about Hillsborough and Liverpool, about Munich, and Liverpool fans certainly don't need to be reminded or mocked about Hillsborough, let alone with that rag of a newspaper being mentioned. So look, I don't care if what side of this you're on. If you're a Liverpool fan, a United fan, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. We need to be better as people. If you can't take losing a game of football and you resort to that, you shouldn't be in the stadium in the first place. So I hope that the police, the stewards, and everybody else in positions of power can grab some of these people, single them out, and remove their tickets, because they've no place in the sport. Nobody wants that behaviour. I know the vast majority of Manchester United fans don't want it, and I certainly know the vast majority of Liverpool fans don't want it. So time for the many to outweigh the few and stamp this out. And statements are no good. We're all sick of statements. Statements about anything. Racism, Islamophobia, tragedy chanting. We're all sick of the statements because they're empty, they're hollow. We need action. We need these scumbags removed from the sport and the terraces, because they're only going to impact the behaviours of future football fans. Younger kids on the terraces growing up might not understand why they're singing songs, but they're hearing it and they're singing it. We need leadership from the top, on the terraces, in the fan bases and at the clubs.